Speaking of guys with movie tracks, unfortunately, I'm pointing this way and it's not to Paul. It's to Doug I'm pointing, and Doug's My Sharona has been included in a hit soundtrack that's selling like mad.
Did you write that song?
Yes.
Oh, it's a hell of a good song.
Oh, thanks.
And driving on the way here, we went past the remnants of the Rock Corporation on Oxnard, where I went a couple of times. I'm not sure if I saw the Knack. I saw the Heaters a million times there, and Van Halen and a few other people. And you say you were pursuing the real Sharona there?
Yes. That was one of the reasons that I even remember that place. The only other reason I remember it is one night when we were playing, Burton, our lead guitar player's bridge on his guitar disintegrated, and a Gibson guitar's bridge has single saddles, and they were everywhere, and he's on his hands and knees picking them up, you know, in the dark, and that sort of a traumatic sort of moment in early pre-stardom.
This is, you see, I didn't know this. You wrote, that's one of the great rock and roll songs of all time.
Thank you.
Now, do you own the publishing of that?
Yes.
Good for you. Very important.
It sure has a well-known riff, huh? I mean, as riffs go, dun 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 dun. I mean,
it's better than dun 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 dun. Anyway,
what is that one?
That was mine.
It was the first
I stole
song.
that from Chuck Berry, then he stole that from somebody else.
It was the first song I ever played when I first learned bar chords. That was the first song I ever played.
Can I mention one thing that I haven't mentioned, and we're not going to go into it in any depth, but you've been on the show 5 times, and we haven't mentioned that your brother is...
Dr. Kevorkian's lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
So there's this other Feiger...
Actually, we say he's his publicist.
He must earn a lot of money then.
Well, not from Dr. Kevorkian.
Well, you think
he's always being sued, isn't he, all the time?
No.
When you get sued, you don't make money.
Getting into trouble.
You have to pay money when you're sued.
I see. But he gets charges, doesn't he?
But not Kevorkian. Jack Kevorkian has my brother's services gratis.
Does he?
Yes.
Awfully nice man, your brother. I'd like to have his number.
I mean, you know,
he's in Michigan. I'll give it to you.
I'd like his number.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at TV once, and I saw the name, and I looked at him.
What is it? What's his name?
God, I forget what it was. Yeah. And I forget. I was in Michigan. I said, "Wait a minute, this has got to be.
Yeah.
This has got to be." So I called him Fein.
Because Doug's a Detroiter.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you?
Yes, grew up.
Did you like it there?
Well, it's a good place to come from.
I think it's not a very...
You're interviewing again. You're interviewing again.
Well, I'm so sorry.
And you've got a couple books out. This one is Notes of a British Exile in Lotus Land, the Beckoning Underground.
And there's a lot about Richard
Fairground.
Nixon. Because I've even got his T-shirt on.
Yeah, you do.
I go to the library a lot because it's one of the most
peaceful places in the world is the Richard Nixon Library, because nobody goes there. So I go there.
Does it only have Richard Nixon books? What does it have?
But it has, I'll tell you what it has. I went
National
to it because
Review.
I wanted to ask him a question. He sits there, you know, on a TV screen, and you press buttons, and you can ask him questions. So I saw one that says Elvis Presley. So I pressed it.
I had to wade through a lot of other stuff about politics and world affairs. Finally, boring stuff like that. Finally, Nixon turned to me.
Oh, you asked me, I can't remember, you asked me about Elvis Presley. Let me tell you, this was a great American. And listen, all those drugs that killed him, they were medicinally prescribed to him.
Oh, he doesn't see that.
He did.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
He did, and then he turned away and have a good time, he said. Have a good day.
Wow.
Oh, come on, really?
Just like meet Mr.
It's
Lincoln.
a very nice
It's like
place.
Firesign Theater.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Well, you should go there because it's just you and him. There's nobody in the place.
That's remarkable.
So back to you. Is this an American book?
This is all in my new book, yes, The Beckoning Fairground, Tales of California.
Now you put out I saw on PBS 20 years ago a film you did about your village called Hollywood or something like that.
LA, my hometown.
It was wonderful, and I never saw it again.
Well, we showed it at a little private party a few weeks ago. It's unfortunately, it's part of the UCLA Film Archive.
LA, my hometown. BBC film.
The color, unfortunately, is fading. This is one of the sad things about old films, if you don't preserve them. And it's all gone sort of, it's pink now, it's going to go green soon. And then, I don't know.
And it's about a British guy living in Los Angeles.
About me.
Yes.
As a failed rock and roll star. It's funny, I said back then, I was 30-something, I felt old then, in the beginning of the film.
I said, what does a fading 33-year-old British rock star do in modern Los Angeles?
Well, now here I am, 53,
I'm still thinking the same question.
except I am married now. You know.
But I remember it was nice because you went down to the Copper Penny that's no longer there on La Brea and said,
ordered breakfast.
this is June, she's my waitress,
Yeah.
and I know her. This is like a little village here.
It was like
I only saw it once. I remember all this stuff.
You do, and you know, Hollywood was a very nice place then.
Still is. I mean, Musso and Frank's bar. Is Bordner's bar still going?
I think so.
I saw that film Ed Wood the other day and felt very nostalgic because they had Bordner's bar in the film. Have you seen it?
Yes, wonderful.
Did you like
movie.
it?
I loved it.
I've never seen a movie that made me so happy.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, oh yeah, I mean,
Wonderful
it just killed me. It was, I just felt so
It
good.
feels so good-natured, isn't it?
Yeah, it's no hate.
No.
But there's a row going on because they've been very unfair apparently to Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, but
I read that in the paper. I read that too. But I didn't feel
yeah, see, I could understand
negative
where the
about
kid
that.
was coming from, but to me, it made him look more human in a weird story. Because I really never paid that much attention to Bela Lugosi.
No, nor did I. I didn't even like
truthful.
Dracula much.
The only story that relates to that is Lenny Bruce's line about how, you know, commercial for being a junkie. Bela Lugosi was a junkie for 40 years, kicks, and 6 months later he's dead. You know, so Lenny Bruce's.
But no, I mean, it was a lovely, and since I lived here longer than all you guys have, so I thought it really caught that 50s craziness, Hollywood, L.A.
You remember it then?
Oh, sure, because I was a kid. I used to come over here all the time.
Okay.
And I thought it was great.
I wish I'd been there in the 50s.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Paul, also, I wanted you to wax eloquent about the Stones, which you saw twice.
The Old Men?
And you went both shows.
Twice, 2 nights.
2 nights. Did you pay?
$50. I had the money, and I said, they might not come around again. I might not be here when they come around, you know. So I said, well, I'll go check them out, and it was great.
But it's not nostalgia then, is it? Because
it's not nostalgia.
Well, I mean, but you went because you thought they might be dead next time.
No, it wasn't that. No.
I mean, you're a big. We know they're your favorite band, and we know you're a long-standing fan.
No, it had nothing to do with nostalgia.
I saw them in the Steel Wheels tour, and they were great.
Was there ever a point then that you thought they weren't very good? Because like I went to a pay-per-view party at somebody's house, maybe in '86 or '7.
Yeah.
Of course, Jagger's voice was shot, and he had a lot of nerve going on in the air to make people pay a lot of money when. No,
that was in '89 because they didn't. Yeah.
And it was earlier, way like '83 or something.
Oh,
like that.
well. 83?
In any case, something like that.
Yeah. No, '81.
Fine, 81.
Yeah.
And it was really lousy.
Yeah.
And
well, you don't like them anyway. You know.
If they put on a good show, I mean, if the Eagles put on a good show.
How could you tell?
No. If the Eagles put on a good show, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't like them anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you're such a nice chap. We differ on one thing.
Right.
I'm with old Art here, and I grew up with Jagger and used to tour with him. I can't stand them.
Well, that's your problem.
But I can't figure out why you, an American who loves real blues, could possibly want to see Britishers like singing ersatz and trying to sound like blacks. I mean, that's what Mick Jagger's trying to sound, and he's trying to sound like an old black from a minstrel show. That's what I think it's insulting.
It transcends.
I think
transcends.
Wait. Let me answer. I think that's a load of crap.
Quite well said.
And I think you're full of crap for saying it. To me, it never was minstrel stroll. And to me, since I play the drums, I listen to the rhythm, I could care less about Mick Jagger.
I see.
You listen to the drums, do you?
Mick Jagger has been pointless to me.
Oh, now that's very interesting.
You understand?
Wow.
And Charlie Watts, you can say what you want about the Jag, because he's been irrelevant. He's, you know, but Charlie Watts is drumming.
Of course it's good, but he wants to play jazz as a jazz drummer. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I
mean, it's up there with Freddie Below, all those cats. All the cats who played with the Wolf, with Muddy, with all those cats.
Yeah, but I agree with you, but wouldn't it be better if he didn't have Mick Jagger then? If he was just playing some real jazz or some blues?
But see, unfortunately, he comes with Mick Jagger. So that's what happens.
I mean, this is very odd. It's like saying, I love the royal family, but I can't stand the Queen.
No. It's not that I can't stand Mick Jagger. It's just that he's always been irrelevant to me. But Charlie Watts has always been.
I've never heard this angle. Well, in that case, I'm on your side.
Charlie, actually. I don't care if you're on my side or not.
One time,
basically,
Mick referred to Charlie as my drummer, and Charlie attacked him and pinned him down and says, "You're my bloody singer."
Really? Well, that's you see, because I've always thought it's just a band that backed Jagger, and he feels that way.
No. See, I never thought of it as that way. You know, but Charlie is a great drummer. I mean, there's a lot of great drummers.
I always thought of him as Brian Jones's band anyway.
Well, see,